Hey y'all, Candace here from Little Steps Big Happy. I share health and fitness tips for moms. So today is part 2 of a 12-part series, and it's all about common dieting myths and lies and kind of theories that are running around that make weight loss a whole lot harder than it needs to be. Losing weight is its own little adventure. And these are the thoughts and things that I have learned along the way in my own journey that have made it harder and kind of more miserable, more difficult. And when I learned to let these go, it got a lot easier, a lot simpler, and a lot more successful. So I'm kind of putting this series together as kind of information that I wish I had known back in the day in the hopes that it will help you. So today, the myth that I'm going to tackle is that in order to lose weight, you have to give up all of your favorite foods. This is absolutely something that I kind of bought into back in the day. I really had this idea that in order to maintain a healthy weight, lose weight, you could only eat super healthy foods, and that was it. And that meant giving up the cookies and the bread and the pasta and the pizza and the ice cream, like all the foods, right? I had this idea in my mind that all these people who are running around, at a healthy weight and stuff, that they always eat healthy food. They only eat healthy food. And that was what I needed to do. And when I had tried this in the past, it didn't work. It wasn't something I could maintain long term because, maybe I'm willing to go a few months without eating some cookies, but I'm not willing to go forever without eating some cookies, and so it didn't work. And it really usually just left me feeling like, well, so there's something wrong with me. I'm just clearly just not meant to do this because I can't seem to give up all these foods forever. And that's probably what everybody else is doing, and so it's just never going to work for me. When I let go of that, oh my goodness, things got so much better and so much simpler. And there are a couple things that come down to this. So number one, you can lose weight eating your favorite foods. What you will have to learn how to do is how to moderate and balance out how much of them you eat. Obviously, there will be more of an emphasis on foods that are maybe going to be labeled healthier, right? Foods that are more nutritionally beneficial to you. But that does not mean that you cannot occasionally have your treats. In fact, anybody who I am talking and coaching with on Waitlist, I encourage them, plan your treats. Have them, know you're going to have them, acknowledge it, decide ahead of time you're going to have them, and know that that's okay. Because think about the end goal that you're trying to get to. The end goal is to learn how to eat these foods in moderation. And if you do not practice how to eat them in moderation, by the time you lose your weight, you're not going to know how to. Most of us got to a higher weight because we didn't eat these foods in moderation. And it's not because the foods in themselves, are that bad, right? Like you think like a little bit is okay, but when you don't know how to stop at a little bit, that's the problem. And cutting them out completely does not teach you how to stop at a little bit. So even if you were to be able to be successful, like, hey, I haven't touched a carb in, 6 months, and I never eat anything with sugar, and all that's well and good if you plan on living like that for the rest of your life. But if you don't, when you start reintroducing those foods in your diet, you're going to really struggle to find that balance and that moderation. So do not think that if you're losing weight, it means you can never have your favorite foods. What you want to do is be intentional about when you eat them and learn to balance them out with the healthier foods. I plan cookie and ice cream night twice a week, y'all, okay? Twice a week. So I'm not saying this, but I don't do it. No, you really can have some of your favorite foods. But I stop at twice a week. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So you definitely want to work on balancing it out. Intentionally plan your treats so that you're not left feeling deprived or miserable. But balance it out with more healthier meals. Balance it out with periods of time where you don't eat it. Okay, so that is my myth, my weight loss myth that, boy, was I grateful when I figured that one out. And it made things a lot simpler because I could let go of the deprivation. I could turn my eating style into a long-term habit, which is really the key to losing weight and keeping off for a long time. All right, I'm going to go. Next week we will be tackling the third one. So I hope I'll see y'all then, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.